Hi everybody, welcome back to Animal Crossing. Every day, I am so excited to be able to bring you the most spectacular presentation seen on YouTube, the most spectacular entertainment vehicle known to man, which is Animal Crossing Every Day. I don't want to hype it up too much, but I feel like I already have, so I may as well continue to hype it. Hello, and thank you for accidentally clicking on this video. I appreciate it. You know, this is very sweet of you to help me out here with these 4 views. It's really going to help me break the YouTube charts. I'll soon be #1 at YouTube. Attention citizens, tomorrow is the final day for morning aerobics. Congratulations to those of you who joined. To the rest, too bad you frittered your summer away, lazy bones. I did fritter my summer away. I'm a summer fritterer. Being filled with doubt and uncertainty is just part of being young. Don't worry so much, my dear. Even adults live with doubt and regret. All you can do is live. What a wonderful letter in contrast to being told I was a big lazy bones. We have a special offer for today and I'm studying aloe. There's always a wide variety of other items as well. Why not stop by? Wow. See, I like that carefree attitude that our mother has. She's very like, well, do whatever you want, right? I feel like that's a very important lesson to learn in today's society, when we all have to go and do stuff that we don't want to do, right? And I'm like, well, just find something you want to do and go do it, right? Like I'm playing Animal Crossing every day, right? But I'm doing other stuff too. But I wanted to do this. I thought this would be fun. I'm gonna play Animal Crossing every day. I talk a lot of crap while I do it. And we'll see how far we get with it, you know? Let's see if I can do it. I didn't expect to get 1 million subscribers off it, which is good because if you keep your expectations low, you won't get anything. You won't be surprised whenever the expectations remain low. I mean, what are we now in September? And I've got, I guess, 15 new subscribers, which I appreciate. Thank you very much, guys. But you know, it's slow progress. YouTube is not for the impatient. You know, what the heck is this? An exotic wardrobe. It's so exotic. Oh my goodness! I saw one of these whenever I took a trip over to Taiwan. I saw a beautiful exotic wardrobe like that. I said hello to the man, and the man said hello, which would surprise me. I thought they would speak Taiwanese, but he said hello back. In English, and I said, can I look inside your exotic wardrobe? And the man said to me in pretty good English, he said, I don't understand your request. And I think that's understandable, right? I think that makes sense. What day is today? I wanted to go outside and check. When he said it was the last day for aerobics, does that mean it's the last day for getting tickets? What day is today? The 30th of September. 30 days have September. Right? So tomorrow will be raffle ticket day. So I need to get raffle tickets. So let's buy our exotic drawer or whatever it is, exotic wardrobe. Yes, I want it. Earlier when I said I didn't want it, I changed my mind. I do want it. I would love it. Thank you. 31st of August. All right, today's August, not September. I mean, it's August in the game. It's September in real life. I remembered. Shut up, all right? Anyway, so I was in Taiwan. And I wanted this exotic wardrobe. It's the first time I'd ever seen such an exotic wardrobe. I was like, can I just climb inside it and pretend that I live inside the wardrobe? And the man was very confused. It seemed as if, and this can't be true, but it seemed as if I was the first person to come in and inquire about such a thing. He was very confused. It's a beautiful country, Taiwan, but they don't seem to have a good grasp of common sense. I was like, how am I supposed to know if this is a good wardrobe or not without standing inside it and closing the doors and then peeking out through the little crack in the center and just observing stuff. And then if anybody else comes over to to look at the wardrobe, I jump out of them. Rawr! Right? That's how we know it's a good wardrobe. And this Taiwanese gentleman was very confused. He was like, what, sir, I have to ask you to leave. Please don't take this the wrong way, but I fear you might have gone mad. And I said, there's no need to fear. But you are correct. I am very, very mad. And he asked me to leave, which was nice of him. I want to say something real, I don't know if this is controversial or not, but have you noticed that when you go to another country, pretty much every other country speaks English? And when people come to this country, the UK, people in the UK just say, why don't you learn how to speak English? I think you'll find, dude, they do. They know how to speak English. So many people in the world know how to speak English. The English barely know how to speak English. It's ridiculous. I would love to go and live in Taiwan. I think that would be a lovely place to live. Or like the Philippines or somewhere like that. Wouldn't that be beautiful? Wouldn't that be a lovely place to live? Not that the UK isn't lovely, but I'm like, well, if everybody else knows English anyway, I can pretty much move anywhere. It's perfect. You know? Wonderful, wonderful stuff. So I was in Taiwan, of course, as the story started. And I was there on business. You know, I'm a businessman. This YouTube, of course, I only do as a hobby, you know, which is good because the views certainly reflect that. If this was my actual job, I would be in real trouble. Mitzi, what are you doing? Mitzi, please. Mitzi, you're being silly. Mitzi, let's talk normal. Let's be sensible here. Have the perfect furniture for your place. Thank you. This is better where you give me presents. Much better. A friend of mine gave me a Lunar Lander the other day, but I can't really use it. He's like, Neil, I'll let you buy it. Yeah, whatever. I got so many bells. Gimme. So it's a beautiful country, Taiwan. I was there on business. I wanted to set up my own business in Taiwan. I thought that, well, this is when I was working for a company. I no longer work for that company, but this is when I was working for a, who kicked that ball back to me? Oh, that rock did. This is when I was working for a company where we put shoes on dogs. And I thought, I reckon people in Taiwan need shoes on dogs, right? And I thought, what would be a good place to... I'm not buying... Okay, I said I had loads of belts. I'm not stupid. I'm not spending that much money on a carpet. So that's good business sense. That's what I'm talking about whenever you own a business. Put your shoes on dogs, right? I thought Taiwan's probably a good place to start, right? People over in England were a little harder to persuade to put shoes on dogs, right? But there's got to be a country out there. I was thinking about America because America's always a wild card, right? You're never 100% sure if it's going to work. You can have the stupidest idea in the world. Not that shoes on dogs is a stupid idea. But you could have the stupidest idea and you never know if it's going to work or not in America. Like, there's such a wild card. It's like flipping a coin, right? So we were thinking about expanding into the American market, and we figured we'd probably do alright. But like, let's try to get some other exposure somewhere else, right? So we thought, alright, why don't we try like Taiwan or somewhere like that? I suggested it because I wanted a trip to Taiwan. And as you can see, I spent most of the time hiding inside wardrobes for my own amusement. To the bemusement of a lot of Taiwanese people. They thought, is this what people do in the West? So I gave them a false impression of what people in the West do. Just because I thought it was funny. Like, I could have corrected them. I could have said, no, I'm the weird one. No, I thought it was funnier if they all understand that we're all weird. Because it's true, we are. Like, yeah, dude, everybody in England hides inside a cupboard. You know, what, you don't do it? I tried to get that going too, right? I know I was there on business reasons, but I really love going to another country and then doing weird things and going, you don't do this? It's a great idea, you know? So I was trying that. I was trying to fool everybody into just hiding in wardrobes for a little bit. It just seemed like a little mischievous thing to do. I'm not sure if it caught on, to be frank. I never went back. I'd love to go back to Taiwan just to see if it worked. Anyway, long story short, I got chased out of Taiwan. Not for the cupboard thing, not for the wardrobe thing. Funny enough, you would think it was because I was being weird and hiding in wardrobes. It's not at all what I was kicked out of Taiwan for. No, sir. It's because they didn't dig the idea of shoes on dogs. They really didn't. They here's what I think happened, right? I think they saw me coming over there, arrogant son of a bitch that I am, hiding the cupboards like an idiot. I think they thought that I was there to open up a factory in order to get like cheap labor. Because there's that I was gonna say it's a myth, but it's not really a myth. There are companies, not any of the companies that I am in charge of, obviously, but there are companies that exploit like cheap labor over in the East, and I didn't want to do that. What I wanted to do was shop around the idea of shoes on dogs. I should explain that shoes on dogs, the business is where we make shoes and put them on dogs' feet. The shoes. It probably should be called shoes for dogs, but I would call it shoes on dogs. That also might be confusing. I probably didn't help the branding by calling it shoes on dogs, but I did anyway. So I think that they thought that I wanted to open up a factory for like child labor or whatever. That's not true, right? That's not true. And whenever you look at the court dealings from that whole trip, they're going to suggest that it's not true. I was found innocent in a court of law. Okay? So I had nothing to do with that. That was never my intention. And I refuse to take any responsibility for that. That was not me. So, nothing to do with me. I was just scouting. I was just seeing if everything was okay over in Taiwan. Nothing to do with me. And then we so they didn't like my idea, and they thought, because their dogs were happy running. That's what they said to me. They said our dogs are happy running around without shoes on. Why would we put shoes on them? And I was like, well, you guys make a good point. Gotta say, you do make a good point. But think about it, little dogs with shoes on them. Wouldn't that be adorable? And they were like, no, you have to leave. So then I hid in the wardrobe for ages and they couldn't find me, which I thought was funny. But then they did eventually. They were like, he's definitely hiding in the wardrobe. They figured out where I was going to be hiding. So they kept opening all the wardrobes till they found me. And I jumped out. They was like, boo. And they're like, ah, you have to leave. And I'm like, I understand, So if you're going to start a new company somewhere else, do your market research, and don't use child slave labor. Okay, those are the two things I would suggest if you're starting your own company. And that's it. I'm glad I could impart some wisdom on everybody. That's the end of today's episode. We got there at the end. Thank you very much for watching today's episode. I really appreciate it. I will be back again tomorrow for more adventures and shenanigans with Animal Crossing. I hope to see you there. I love seeing you there. I love doing this. It's a lot of fun. And that's it. Goodbye. I love you.